Hi Libra, how are you doing? I hope that life is treating you well. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your love and your support. I really appreciate you. We're gonna see what messages need to come through for you for the last chunk of August. See what is going on, what is coming your way, and anything that you may need to know heading into September, all right? So let's get into this. Let's see what's going on for Libra. If this reading is helpful or insightful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, the info is in the description box down below. So Libra, let's get into this. Let's see what's going on for you for this next week and a half, or whenever you come across this. But most intentionally, I'm focusing on this last bit of August. What is going on for Libra? What do my Libras need to know, look out for, or be aware of? We got the elk out here. I'm liking it. Very earthy. We are officially in Virgo season, so you're probably feeling that earthy energy coming in, bringing some grounding. We got the shark. We got a little bit of water. What's going on for... I was just about to call you Virgo. What's going on for Libra? Maybe you got Virgo placements. Any messages, insight, wisdom, guidance for Libra? What's going on for Libra from now to the end of August? Hyena. All right, there's some things you gotta address head on. I see you doing that. We're finding the courage to do that. We also have the camel, the crocodile, and the snake, and the earthworm. So there's this new beginning / there's this initiation. It stems from you breaking some sort of cycle. This is self-imposed, or this has to do with you, your own personal cycle that you've been on, cycles and challenges and issues that you've been facing throughout your life since childhood. There's this cycle here that you've become aware of recently. Recently, you have been becoming aware of your strengths and your weaknesses, and what are your limitations, or what limiting beliefs have you placed or have always felt, or what has been blocking you from moving forwards, whether that be in love, whether that be in money, success, your career, personal goals. What ways have you felt limited or restricted, and how you play a role in that, how you play a part in that, and how you really maybe have been getting in your own way or being your own block, or maybe there's circumstances around you that are part of it. But still, this is about kind of getting to the root of the cause and figure out where does this stem from, and how can I expand, and how can I break down these barriers, break down these walls, and think bigger and think better. And so this is about you really tapping into the potential, because you carry such potential. Look at the earthworm and the snake. Both these cards very similar. Very similar, although with the snake, we see that there's this pattern, right? So you're becoming aware of some sort of pattern, but with the earthworm, you have the ability to really just wipe the slate clean, right? That this is all just fresh, clean, smooth, versus the snake. It's there's a lot that goes into this pattern. There's a lot of cycles, a lot of unwriting and redoing and relearning. And so, but you're in this process of clearing the slate. You're resetting. There's this resetting that's going on. Okay, so you're resetting yourself. You're resetting your patterns, your cycles, your beliefs, there's a lot of reprogramming that you're doing here. And so as you're in that energy with I was going to say cobra, but yeah, cobra, similar vibes. You're in this process of learning. There's this deep personal learning growth taking place, and you come a long way. Damn, I feel you're graduating to the next level. Anyways, with the crocodile, this is the energy of just wait, chill, rest, observe. And so that's what you've been doing. You've been observing. You've been kind of keeping your eyes peeled. You've been sitting and taking accountability over your actions, and how you are today, where you are, where you're going, and how these actions have consequences and have led you to this very moment, even clicking on this video, right? Anyways, so there's this cycle that you've been on here with the cobra to the crocodile. Perhaps you've been kind of keeping to yourself, or keeping a small circle, or really just focusing on yourself and your path. And the camel's a great energy. This is honestly very awesome for you to be in, where this is representing your stability and your endurance, focusing on your health, focusing on your wellness. This is someone who has a very calm, neutral energy about them. So I see that where you're at the moment, you're pretty good, pretty grounded, pretty secure. Even going to the first card with the elk. Oh my god, can't speak. I was about to combine the elk and the camel together. I was literally about to like say like the kelk. And it's interesting because we have the sun in the elk versus the moon in the camel. So like there's this balancing out taking place. Libra, your scales are feeling pretty balanced. That's great. Honestly, that's great. And if you're not feeling that right now, just know that in the next little while, you're going to start to feel way more like balanced out. If things have felt like lopsided or, you know, unfair, whatever, like, I just feel like things are starting to balance out for you. But it also comes down to the action that you're taking, okay? Because this all has to do with you and what's within your control. So anyways, with the... Oh, I was about to do it again. I was about to say the kelk, the camel, the elk. Dude, Mercury retrograde is just around the corner. It's literally like in a couple days and it's already butchering my speech. So I'm going to have to just kind of like be patient with myself, okay? Because I get annoyed easily when I can't get my words out. I'm like, bitch. So it's a struggle sometimes. But so your current energy, this is the first card that came out. Very grounded, very secure. This is someone who is confident within themselves. They're skilled at what they do. This is someone who knows that they're talented and gifted and skilled and that they have the ability to accomplish anything that they believe and set their mind to. This is someone who is determined. This is someone who is not a quitter, who won't give up, even when life throws challenges their way. So this is someone who's reliable. They talk what they talk. They talk their walk. They walk the talk. They talk the walk. You know, this is someone who means business. This is someone who really is committed. And so that's kind of like current vibes, current energy, right? Heading towards the end of the month or approaching September, there's a little bit of that hiccup or that little bit of the old pattern trying to creep back up, especially because we're in all this heavy retrograde energy, Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, and all these other planets doing their cycle, right? They do it all the freaking time, every year. It's not a surprise, but this is a time where, you know, you may find yourself slipping back into old patterns or old ways or old habits, and you're like, damn, like, I feel like I'm going backwards. It's like, you know, it's just about retracing your steps. And so with the shark to the hyena, this is about you. It's kind of like there's this, you're circling around to something again. That's the image I'm getting. It's like you're seeing, I'm seeing, not you. I don't think you're seeing this image, but I got this image of like a shark. I'm seeing this from like the bottom of the ocean floor, like as if I'm like looking up and I'm seeing the ocean above me, and I'm seeing like a shark like go in a circle, like, so there, all right, so there's something you're circling back around to, something that you kind of, it's that freaking cycle. It's this freaking cycle, like chasing the tail, this circle that this it's a large circle, okay? So you haven't been around, or you haven't felt this way, or you haven't experienced this thing in quite some time. Months, most likely, for some weeks, but most likely months. Maybe it's a previous year that you've gone through something similar. This is like a similar energy or similar undertone. What you're going through now, where there's like a bit of a repetition of some sort of cycle that you've experienced before, or you've gone through something like this before in the past. But this time, you have the opportunity to handle things in a more grounded, mature, evolved way. It feels like with that elk, because this is like the most, no, sorry. Oh my god, damn girl. That's my dog in the back, being a little guard dog. The elk is one of the most, what's the fucking word? Oh god, it's really hit me in this reading. I can't think, and the distractions got me really distracted. Like the distractions I can't think, dude. I can't think of words right now. The elk is it's one of the more mastered forms of the earth element in the animal spirit deck. It's like the elk and the horse. Those are like the top of like matured and fully grown and established, and like, I'm doing the worst job explaining it. I'm so sorry. I'm pulling your energy, like, you know, blocks, limitations, and that's literally me. I'm literally channeling this energy. I'm feeling your vibes, and I'm feeling that energy right now. Like, It's some shit we gotta work through, Libra. Jeez, okay. So, some of you, there's about addiction, sobriety, certain habits, even about your health, eating. Anyways, there's a lot of integration going down. And it's like something that you've been avoiding, or something that you've, well, I don't know if you've avoided it intentionally. It's just like you would prefer to just kind of like forget about it and move on. With that hyena's kind of like this avoidance, like let's just kind of make some jokes and brush it off and just kind of like pretend that never happened. But the shark says like, no, like, okay, you're safe for now, but it's gonna circle back around for you to come back to terms with / face / deal with. So if it's not today and it's not tomorrow, I'll come back next month. And if it's not next month, I'll come back the month after that. I'm going to keep knocking on your door, and one of these times, one of these days, you're going to have to answer. You're going to have to answer to this. So, I mean, shit. Good luck. I don't know how this might apply for you, Libra, but sending you lots of love, sending you lots of positive energy, and just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing the best at explaining it right now, but that's just how I'm receiving it. So I'm just gonna move on. Let's get the tarot. I spent way too much time on those animal cards. Oh boy. All right. Show me clearly, what do my Libras need to know, look out for, or be aware of? Like, even the way the elk has his back turned to the shark and the hyena, almost like in this avoidant mode. Like, it's not there, it's not, if I don't focus on it, it's not real. If I don't pay attention to it, if I just turn my eyes, then it's out of sight, out of mind. Like, that's just the vibe. That's honestly the vibe I'm feeling for you, Libra. Whoever I'm speaking to. What's going on for Libra? Last chunk of August. What do my Libras need to know, look out for, or be aware of? We have the High Priestess. So this is definitely bringing up things going down below the subconscious, as well as the things that don't seem so apparent to the mind's eye, right? There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and there's a lot that people aren't aware of, that you're storing, that you're feeling, that you're observing, that you're not speaking up about. This can represent your own secrets that you will never tell a single soul, that you will take with you to your grave, you know? And that's like this situation, you're like, I just hope I never have to deal with it again. But also the High Priest is like, you know, you're listening, following your intuition. Intuition is guiding you for sure. This is energy of being like a healer, a mystic. We have the Six of Swords coming out. So again, your intuition is guiding you on your path in the direction that will take you towards Knight of Cups at the bottom, your wish fulfillments. Okay? So you're moving forwards, taking some action, moving towards more calmer, more peaceful times. Are definitely ahead. Temperance just fell right on out, so that Saggy energy, could be dealing with Sag or have Sag placements, but that's that energy of just like moving into a place of having balance and peace and feeling restored and feeling like hopeful and optimistic, and just like the nice ebb and flow of life, like just being in harmony and feeling supported, feeling like a lot of trust for the direction that you're on, like just feeling really calm and peaceful internally too. Oh, really? Actually, maybe not. Seven of Wands at the bottom. Maybe you're not as peaceful as I thought you were. That's how you come across. But when it comes to communication, that's where you get triggered, okay? So maybe you got some sort of conversation coming up that you've been kind of avoiding or ignoring or sweeping under the rug, or maybe you distance yourself from, maybe you kind of just like, you know, went your separate ways and you feel way more at peace, but it's like, yeah, but you're still gonna have to answer to this one way or another, or someday. Okay, let's see what else is going on for Libra. Queen of Pentacles. You might be focusing a lot more on your money, your finances, your health, and really just getting your stability back. But bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit, so there's Virgo energy, kind of, again, keeping to yourself, keeping to your goals, kind of in the solo dolo energy with the Star, Aquarius, and the Empress, and also the Moon. Oh, and the Hierophant. What is with all this major arcana back to back to back to back? This is a significant time that you're coming into. We have a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 major arcana back to back, really. So, yeah, definitely heading into Virgo season. Things are getting pretty interesting when it comes to your commitments towards yourself, as well as the things that bring you joy, the things that bring you passion. I see you reconnecting to your inner light and finding inspiration and motivation to flourish and to grow and to expand. It's that expansion energy of the snake and like wiping the slate clean that we were talking about earlier. But there's still a lot that is unknown, or there's still a lot of like questions and doubts or like uncertainties about the future. And there's moments where you question this path that you're on, or this investment, or this place, this person, this thing that you have high hopes for. But there's moments where you get kind of bogged down, you kind of get in your head, or you kind of start wondering like, where is it? I should have this thing by now. Watch out for expectations that maybe you've been placing on yourself or on a person or a situation, or like, it may not look or appear exactly the way that you had in mind or the way that you had planned. But again, you really are just needing to follow and trust your intuition. It is leading you to the right place. But I'm just wondering, like, where's the correlation with these cards and the animal cards that came out? I'm like, I mean, I guess we could just say the shark with the hyena. It's like self-improvement. And that you might stumble here and there, but ultimately you're still making progress and you're still making moves, and it still counts. Even though at times you look at yourself and you're like, but where is the growth? Where is it at? Like, it's like you don't even recognize how far you've come. So that's why I'm here to remind you. And I will do it a billion times over and over and over until I get this drilled in your freaking brain, Libra, that you have come a long way. And you're not the same person you were 3 months ago, a year ago. Like, you have grown immensely. And although you may not be exactly where you wish to be, or like you feel like there's like leaps and bounds for you to go through to get to what you want or desire, you are much closer than you were back then, your past self, however past you want to go. But you're a lot closer to this desired outcome and your wish fulfillment, a lot closer than you think you are. There's something about the full moon in Pisces that's also relevant, or might be bringing some sort of clarity or some sort of reward. I'm kind of feeling that there's a reward that is hidden that you weren't expecting. There's some sort of wish coming in with the Empress to the Star. This is a wish that you've asked for. This is something that you really desire and you really feel that would be just all that you want, all that you need, all that you really desire to have. Like that, this one thing that would really just make things a lot better. But that's a slippery slope too. That is something you do gotta like watch out for, because if you keep telling yourself, once I have this, then I'll be happy. Once I have this thing, once I have this person, once I have this job, once I have this money, once I have this, then I'll be happy. Once I drop this many pounds, then I'll be like, because some of y'all are chasing that and it's fleeting. And maybe that's something you're realizing here. And it's like a continuous cycle that you'd be finding yourself in, always searching for the next best thing, the next best thing. And that is exhausting, right? But as humans, we be doing that. And it's something we gotta learn to break. It's a pattern though. Anyways, I see it's about finding the balance also between like your work life and your personal life. That's something that you're getting more of a better grasp at, or better handle at. I also see that you're investing more in yourself, your health. I think I've already mentioned that though. So I feel like I'm just sound like a broken record. Also, we have the Hierophant, the King of Cups, and the King of Wands. This is about you needing to stay committed to your goals. You need to staying committed to yourself, the things that bring you joy and the things that bring you happiness. Let me just take a look into this moon and this. I want to take a look into the Star Empress Moon. Star Empress Moon. Kind of get a feel for what this combo is. There's something in the dark right now that is growing. You don't know if you can trust it. It's making me think of that Kendrick Lamar song, If I Told You That a Flower Bloomed in a Dark Room, Would You Trust It? Like Poetic Justice, that's the song. Yeah, it's like it's like, can you really truly trust this path that you're on? Can you really truly trust this goal, this dream, this desire that you have? Could it really come true? Could it? You hope so. There's a little bit of this negative Nelly in the back of your mind saying, but what if it won't? What if it's all just in your head? What if it's unrealistic? Shh. Hush, hush, hush now. Hush now. Let's see. Let's see. Star, Empress, the moon. Oh, where the hell did you... Look at this. Where'd you come from, Miss Fool? Mr. Fool? Where'd you come from? Alright, some of y'all, there's this new start, this leap of faith, this new beginning that maybe you didn't see coming. That happens near the end of this month. Or, 31st, around the full moon in Pisces. Wow, more loud-ass distractions. That's all good. Maybe you're dealing with, like, some setbacks, or not setbacks, but just things that steer you off track or off course for a little bit. You might need some space or some time to be by yourself, just to kind of get back on track. Tell me the Star, Empress, and the Moon. What is this combination? Okay, thank you. King of Pentacles, along with... Wow, that card just flew right out of my hands. Justice! There's your energy, Libra. There's your energy. There's your vibe. We also have the Hermit again at the bottom. 2 swords, High Priestess, and the Sun. I see you kind of being like pulled back and forth in 2 different directions. So as you're kind of just chilling, going inwards, doing a lot of reflection, introspection, you're wondering, what do I even want for myself? Does this fulfill me? Does this path make me happy? Is this what I want? Is this realistic? What if it isn't? Oh, and you're like going back and forth, and you're like, damn, I just don't know. Actually, you do know. You do know, Libra. Deep down, you already know what is your purpose or what is your plan. Or even if on like an ego level, you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just freestyling. Deep down on the soulful level, on an energetic level, you already know, and you are taking the steps to get towards your fulfillment and your happy. Like, you just have to have faith in yourself, Libra. Seriously. You just need to have faith in yourself. And I see that's a bit of a struggle. And that's something that you're trying to find. You're trying to find the faith. You're trying to find the hope. You're trying to find the belief. The self-belief. You just got to keep following. And even if you're like, I don't even know. I can't even hear my intuition. Well, quiet the mind. Okay, Hermit coming out twice. You really do. If you've been struggling with hearing or trusting your intuition or quietening your mind and like tuning in, you are probably needing to prioritize, getting more rest, maybe meditating more, maybe journaling, or just getting into a place where you can really just kind of silence your thoughts. And there's different ways to do that. There's different tactics, but it's about quietening your mind so that you can really hear things clearly from your higher self. Okay, but you are getting signs, you are getting messages, symbols, synchronicities, dreams. You're getting these clues from your future self. Your future self is looking back at your current self right now. Right now, your current self is your future's past self. All right? It may sound a little bit of a mindfuck, a little bit tricky. You're like, what is she talking about? But it's so true. When I'm stressing, like if I was stressing about something right now, I would tell myself, it's okay. Like my future self, like a week from now or a month from now, sending me good vibes. And it's true, because I look back at a time I was stressed like a couple weeks ago, and I'm like sending good vibes to my past self, like, it all worked out, don't you worry, like, don't even stress. And now I'm over it. Don't even think about it anymore, so whatever you're worrying about, just know like your future self got through it and is thriving and is now reaping the rewards. So in times where it's like you really have to rely on like your blind faith. But anyways, you have some sort of new beginning, or I see that there's this new start, or there's this pathway that you're taking, or you're being pushed in this direction, even if you're not aware of it, right? Even if you're not aware of it, the divine is really like pushing you in this direction. And again, just try your best to surrender and trust yourself. As long as you trust yourself and you surrender and you just take it one step at a time, you can't go wrong, okay? Honestly, you can't go wrong. So yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to title this reading. I feel like those animal cards earlier, I was like, I feel like, I don't know, that threw me off. But whatever. I'm going to just, whatever, I'll just go get you some advice and let you go until the next one. All right, so any final thoughts or advice for Libra? Thank you. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing and rewriting the future. Hell yeah. That's what you're doing. That's what you're in the process of doing. It is a lot. We have aligned your life. What is not aligned or needs to change, right? So that's kind of what we were talking. Okay, you know what? That's kind of what we were talking about with those animal cards. No reason for me to get in my own way and block myself, because the message came through for someone. Initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold, and the great gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe. So see, like, there is something here. You're being pushed in this direction. Although right now you may be like, well, I can't see a damn thing. It's dark. It's scary. It's uncertainty. I'm really relying on blind faith here. Like, what's going on? You are so protected. You are being pushed in the right direction. That the steps you're taking, it's all pushing you towards where you're meant to be. You are already where you're meant to be, and you are in alignment. And seriously, like, there's a big payout. Ugh, my words are just mushed together, and it's so annoying. I'm gonna leave your reading here, Libra. Okay. Oh my god, I'm sending you lots of love. I'm sending you good vibes. Lots of good energy your way. Okay. Gearing up, because your birthday season's not too far. So get ready for that. Okay. Your new year is just around the corner, and you are going to be starting it off on a strong foot. Okay. So Virgo season, this is like your New Year's cleanup. Cleaning up, clearing out, releasing, dealing with whatever you have been avoiding, facing it head on, and clearing and wiping the slate for your new year, which is not that far along. So get ready. It's like crunch time a little bit. But anyways, all right, I'm gonna leave your reading here. Let me know if it was helpful or insightful. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the info's in the description box down below. And I'm gonna let you go, Libra. Take care, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.